evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the New York City Arena here at Midtown Manhattan for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division between these two great warriors. Miguel Cotto's approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face. He's on his way to the ring. Boy, he looks confident. We've seen it many times with him through the years, but tonight, he's bubbling with confidence.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miguel Cotto. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Hurricane.
All right, gentlemen. Remember what I said. Let's protect yourself at all times. All right? Watch your mouth.
Opening 3 minutes of this scheduled 12-rounder. When a high-stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well-conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are. Because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area. But they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
Parries that punch intended for the head. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Blocks the headshot. Mistargeted. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
So it's like watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. Everything.
Nice block by Hurricane. Halfway through round number 1. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Well, let's talk about the difference between Miguel Cotto, the version that we saw at 140 pounds, and the version that we saw in recent fights at 147 pounds. Because at 140 pounds, he actually started to have some troubles with his chin, and then seemed a little sturdier at 147.
Yeah, you know, it's funny to say that because maybe he was killing himself, weakening himself a little bit to make 140. So even though he stepped up, he was feeling a little stronger. And don't forget, the smaller guy's a little faster. Maybe they were able to find his chin a little more often.
Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. Nice block by Hurricane. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited, he can pick him off a little bit.
Here we go, round 2 is underway. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Teddy, I guess they wanted it. Look at this action going right out there, wasting no time.
No, these guys are impatient. They couldn't wait to get at each other.
Cotto showing some defense with the block. Parries that punch intended for the head. 2007, a banner year for Miguel Cotto. Both fights happening at Madison Square Garden, where he TKO'd Zab Judah in a thriller and then won a unanimous decision against one of the all-time greats, Sugar Shane Mosley.
Yeah, Cotto really coming into his own and fighting in an environment in Madison Square Garden that really fits him perfectly.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Miguel Cotto. And another one lands. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Good block. Rid of that one. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fighter, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Throwing a punch.
And round number 3 is underway. Parries that punch intended for the head. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Good job protecting himself. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Cotto's quickly taking control of this fight early on with one single weapon of choice, and that is the jab.
Yeah, the jab at the right time. He's catching his opponent every time he starts coming in before he can get started.
Beat him to the punch.
For many, many years with Miguel Cotto, we've heard, oh, he's the next Trinidad. That pressure of trying to carry that Puerto Rican flag into the new age. Some pressure there?
Yeah, there is pressure there. Good pressure, though, because just like Trinidad, I think that he hooks himself, couples himself up with it, with the pride of the Puerto Rican people. That when he goes in that ring, he doesn't go in there alone.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. And there's the left hand working well for him again. What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
And a smart counterpunch by Hurricane. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. And yet another jab lands. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Wow, is he defensively sound. Accurate counterpunch by Hurricane. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Oh, Miguel Cotto's stunned and he is hurt. So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
All right, listen. You need to create more punches, okay? Let this punch in thrust. Just right down the middle. Get the compress on. Get the compress on. Let's work on the swelling. Work on the swelling.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
That was off the mark. Miguel Cotto's not showing us that he understands just how effective he can be as he went downstairs against his opponent.
Yeah, well, you know what you're saying, Joe? You're taking a peek and you're taking a swipe without meaning at his trainers. Because what he's telling you is he hasn't been taught some of the rudiments of boxing. That when you hurt a guy, you should go downstairs to finish him.
A lot of things that Miguel Cotto does very well. One of them, he's a good body puncher.
Oh, yes, he is. And that fits him perfectly because he likes to go rounds. He's got a lot of endurance. He's patient. He will attack you in a real steady, patient sort of way. And that body work serves him.
Wow, look at that, trading shots. Watch that punch. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Nice block by Hurricane. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Looks like he has some blood under his eye, around the cheek. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Miguel Cotto's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Cotto's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Don't stand in front of it. Don't look for just big punches, okay? Use your speed. Double up on your punches. I want to see those combos.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to wear you down. It's to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
Good job protecting himself. He got hit, but he sends it right back. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Miguel Cotto. Blocks that punch. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good looking right hand after he got hit.
Cotto, obviously a Puerto Rican native, but he has made Madison Square Garden in New York his home away from home.
Yes, a lot of Latino fans, a lot of Puerto Rican fans in that area, and they have embraced him.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Well, obviously what his opponent has done here is the reason that cut is in the shape that it's in. So if you're him, just keep doing what you're doing?
Yes and no, Joe. Of course, it's easy to say, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. But what if there's a little change? Your opponent's cut now. He's going to move his head, you figure, a little bit to survive in there. Now you shouldn't go head hunting, even though that cut's there. Now you have to adjust to what's in front of you. Go downstairs to the body a little bit, then go back up to that head. Don't let that red flag, so to speak, get you to go crazy and forget the body.
Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Okay? Body's in head. Let's go.
Back to action here at the start of this round. That last round was very interesting because it was the kind of round that can turn a fight in a completely new direction. He did well.
Yeah, you know, the old-time saying was bad start, good finish. Well, that's what he's hoping for, good finish.
Now, this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
No, when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Miguel Cotto, a good block. This is just perfect. I mean, just what I want to see when I come to the fights. Sign me up for this kind of a brawl any day of the week.
You know, it's unbelievable. You feel like you've already witnessed an entire war, but you're reminded it's only one of the battles. We still have many more to go.
Oh, and there you go. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Cotto's showing some real guts here.
Right,
hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
He behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
Off the mark there. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Cotto able to get away from that punch, able to block it there. A headshot blocked. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Cotto's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
He certainly don't fight his fight. Jab. You heard it. On it.
Over the hump, the back end of the fight now begins. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Just off the mark with that punch. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Teddy, you've been in this spot before as a trainer. Your fighter gets rocked, and then you got to make a decision. Do we stick with the game plan, the style, the way that we were, or do we make a complete adjustment? Which way do you go?
Well, the first thing is obviously you make sure the guys are right to send them out there. Then when you send them out there, you better send them out there with something. You know, you don't send the guy out into the cold with no coat on. You better send them out there with some advice. You definitely make a change so he can feel confident that it's not going to happen again. You make an adjustment.
And you can see he's done just that. That shot unable to land. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. upstairs. Protecting his head well with his guard. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Not able to land the headshot. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Now that's some sharp offensive maestro work there by Miguel Cotto. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. We come to the end of the round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep your hands up. Nice. He's hurt. I need you to jump on him in this round, all right?
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Blocks the headshot. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Another one lands. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. He is hurt and he's playing keep away now.
He needs to stay away.
What a great round. Oh, Hurricane's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Cotto's mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Hurricane stunned pinned, and he is
keep it
hurt.
up, punch it out.
Cotto's
Come on,
showing
punch it
some
out.
real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Thank you. Keep it up, guys. Never talk to these guys. Keep the pressure up. We just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this skeleton. Get on that. Get on that.
Facing off again to start another round in a fight in which they've introduced each other time and time again, swapping leather. Blocks that belt line well. Took a shot. Oh, and there you go. Hurricanes. He is floored by that combination. Absolutely floored. Gets up after that punch, put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
A headshot blocked. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Hurricane's been
All right,
stunned.
come on, guys, work it out, no holding.
He is stunned, but somehow has the wherewithal to hang on.
Punch it out.
Cotto's pushing away right there. You can see him shoving, trying to create some space. He went from almost being knocked out to being right back in it. He is hurt, and he's playing keep away now.
He needs to stay away.
60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, and there you go. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. You knew the swelling was bad. Now you see the result. The ref stepping in, stopping this fight. That's a TKO.
By way of TKO.
Miguel Cotto's your winner by TKO, Teddy.
He did a great job. From the beginning to the end, there was never a doubt.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.